Okay, so hello. Today I'm gonna review X-Men First Class. This is a movie I was really looking forward to. I saw the trailer, and as always, you see, I see the trailers, and then I'm going, okay, I'm gonna see that one. I'm not gonna see that one. Whatever, right? You get your reaction, and from the movie theater, whatever. I don't know how you watch your trailers, but I really don't want to see it, and I was kind of the back of my head. I'm just thinking, is it gonna be bad or is it gonna be good? Because it has Vince Vaughn, this talented director. He made a Layer Cake and Stardust and um, Kick Ass, and he produced a bunch of other movies that are just really good. But it was it's a Fox property, and they have a history of meddling. But no, this movie did not disappoint. It was really good. Let me not put it up on a pedestal, but it was really good. It was really enjoyable. Oh, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, and it's probably the best X-Men movie since the first two. It's not better than the first two, but it's worlds difference from the third one, The Last Stand, and the Origins with Wolverine. So the last two were just terrible, god awful. Better than those two, and I'd be looking forward to the. I'm pretty sure. They set it up. The way it's set up. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a few more or a couple more. Make it a little trilogy or something like that. It's always nice to sell. I'd be looking forward to those because they had this really nice cast. Michael Fassbender steals the show. He just phenomenal. Kevin Bacon as well. Always chewing on the scenery when he's on there. And James McAvoy surprised me. I didn't think he was gonna be able to pull off this Charles Xavier thing, right? But no, he nailed it out of the park. Everyone just did a wonderful job. This whole movie, actually, while we're talking about the actors, going to the characters, this whole movie is just like revolving around the characters, right? It's just building up these guys, right? These kids. These kids, we see this young Charles Xavier. He's not in a wheelchair. He ain't bald. We kind of see him grow, and we see Eric Lesnar grow, and eventually turns to Magneto, right? So we see all these characters grow and develop in front of our eyes right here, and there is an arc. It's not just from here to there. It's not like, say, Star Wars, where we have the prequels for. It's being sold for the arc, and there ain't really. It's just, he's pretty. He's good, bad, and then like kills kids. It's just there's not much of an arc. It's like a light switch. He just kind of goes all over the place. Not the case here. It's. I'm not saying it's like a perfect arc. It's not like something out of a Breaking Bad, which is. Check that show out. That is the best show on TV right now. Where that show, there is just, not the same character. It's the same guy, but not the same character. If you watch the first episode compared to the season finale of the third season. But anyways, before I digress, so there's an arc here, and you kind of see how they, or at least an incremental step to how they become, Professor X and Magneto. So it's really enjoyable. It's not as action intensive as other comic book movies are today, recently. It's more in line to the first two, where it was just action occurred when it was relevant to the plot. So I'm not complaining. It worked, and I got pumped when there was scenes with Magneto lifting chains and anchors and stuff like that, and then flying on that jet, and they're all, I don't know. It's really cool. It's really enjoyable. It packed more of a punch when it did ramp up the pace. So I liked it, and I don't know. You should just check it out. Check it out. See for yourself. And let me know, because I'm curious. This is like one of those. It's one of those movies, those comic book movies where you can kind of geek out. Like even the choice, for example, even the choice of their costumes, how it's yellow and blue. Kind of like the cartoon or the comic. Where the original one, they changed it to black and I think red, just so it could be a little more contemporary and it won't look as funny on screen. But I don't know, just that little touch, just kind of giving a nod back. It is in the 70s or 60s. I forget, Cuban Missile Crisis, right? Whenever that happened, kind of such a bad American. But it's really just well done. Not as good as the first two, in my opinion. Scenes don't seem as important as they should be. Bryan Singer was really good at doing that. He made the littlest scene just seem, just grandiose, right? Just bigger than life. Compared the ending of X-Men 2 and this one, they both, turned the tide, but one was just this world event, and another one was an isolated event in the middle of the forest. And so they were able to pull off the same kind of vibe, but, I'm just saying it's there's little things that Bryan Singer does that he's really good at, and there's stuff that Vince Vaughn does that he's really good at, and they both shine in their own respective films. This movie, and especially Vince Vaughn, earns my respect. I'm always that's like 4 movies down. That all his movies that he's directed are very enjoyable. So if that guy makes another movie, if you hear the name Vince Vaughn, check it out. It's probably going to be pretty decent, pretty good. And that's what I think of this movie. It's just good, decent. I can't picture people loving it as much as the other ones. Or maybe I could. No, you could love it. I mean, I kind of love it, but I can't see people hating it. So, all right. Bye.
It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States. The cost of freedom is always high. No one can foresee precisely what course it will take. One path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender.
Ready for this? Let's find out. Listen to me very carefully, my friend. Killing will not bring you peace. Peace was never an option.